Today is the 14th Sunday in Ordinary Time. Zechariah in the first reading today boldly suggests that the Son of the true God would not be a bringer of wars, but rather a bringer of peace. And we can see this in the Gospel reading today. The Gospel passage we hear begins with a prayer. Jesus said, "I give praise to you, Father, Lord of heaven and earth, for although you have hidden these things from the wise and the learned, you have revealed them to mere children." Jesus goes on to offer consolation to all those who are afraid, anxious, and pushed to the limit. "Come to me, all you who are labour and are overburdened, and I will give you rest." Come to me, says Jesus, when you need the assurance that I am with you. Come to me when you need rest from the weary world. I'm close to you as the next breath that begins deep within, next to your heart. Now, sometimes people can get lost by Jesus' words, and so it is good to remind ourselves of what a yoke is. A yoke, in this instance, is something that you put on an animal, such as an ox, to help you to till the field. Typically, a yoke would have two openings, as it's easier for two oxen to pull it in the field rather than just one. We know this is the type of yoke Jesus was talking about because he says, "Take my yoke upon you, learn from me, and your yoke will be easier and the burden lighter." What Jesus is actually saying is, I am the other ox. Whatever the burden is that you're carrying in your lives, whatever it is you're currently struggling with, be it the death of a loved one, a loss of a job, a move into a new house, trouble in a marriage, addiction, or whatever it is that what's weighing us down, God reveals himself to us in Jesus as an ox willing to carry most of the load for us. Now notice that Jesus doesn't say that he will take the yoke and burden away from us completely. No, Jesus only says that with him the yoke will be easier and the burden lighter. Jesus won't carry all of our burdens because we must carry most of it if we let him in order to grow in the spiritual life. Christ, however, will carry most of it if we allow him to. Indeed, he has already done this by carrying the wood of the cross. As disciples, however, we must also carry our cross, whatever it is, in order to follow Jesus. The good news is that we never have to carry this cross alone. God loves us and wants to help us carry our burden. God, however, also wants us to grow. God still, therefore, gives us whatever time we have here on earth to till the soil of the kingdom, to grow in love by the sweat of our brow, to grow into the image and likeness of our Creator by the work we do with the love of God and for our neighbour. When you need rest and spiritual advice, choose carefully. Choose God and not someone who is not of God. You go on your holidays every year. Lots of people do it this time of the year. Why not consider going on holiday with God? Have a pilgrimage, a retreat. When we live our Christian life as a new creation, enjoying the gifts that we have received during the sacrament of baptism, we think spiritually. When we think spiritually, we are no longer burdened by the worldly ways because we are walking with a living faith and a hope with a spiritual heart. God bless you.